Hi, it's Donna Joy Asher, and I wanted to share a concept with you today. So I was on a live training this morning, digital marketing live training, and they were asking a question. And basically it was the question, they were talking about compounding interest and investing and stuff, and it was basically if you can get your income to $50,000 a month, then the amount that you could take from that to invest. And how can you get to $50,000 a month? The concept was like, what skills do you need to be able to get your income to that? And somebody typed in luck. And I thought, my immediate reaction was, oh God, I hope that they're joking. I hope that they're joking in that. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't, right? But it just brought up this whole concept of luck, which I over the years I have had it brought to me, luck. People saying luck, and I'm like, it's not luck. And I went for a big walk, and I often like mull over things while I'm walking, and I came up with all this stuff surrounding luck that I wanted to share with you, because what I really believe about luck is that it's one of the biggest dream stealers of all. It's a huge limiting belief that people have that they use as an excuse not to take action. In fact, not even to not take action, but to not even dream. To not even dream, because they think that they can't have stuff because the people that have it are just lucky. So before I jump into this, I want to start off with this concept of we are all born equal, right? We're all born equal. So when we look at people and we give them the thing of luck, then what we're really saying, what we're really thinking is, oh yes, they were born luckier than us. And yeah, sure, some people were born into families that were wealthier. Some people were born to this and they were given a leg up in life. But what we create in our life purely comes from our actions, right? So let's just start with that. Now, let's dive into it. So what is luck? What do you think luck is? So I think of luck as something that is totally out of our control, something that just happens, like numbers being pulled out of a hat or something like that. Okay, that's my concept of luck. So I actually looked it up in the dictionary. So they say that luck is a success or failure apparently brought on by chance rather than through one's actions. Now, isn't that interesting that even in the dictionary they use the word apparently brought on by chance rather than through one's actions? And that really is a perception, isn't it? Like if you think something was brought on by chance rather than through someone's actions, when in reality, when we break stuff down, it's always through either our actions, our reactions, or our inaction that something happens to us. If we're a total victim in our life, not doing anything, then things happen to us because we're not taking action. Because we haven't done something, because we haven't tried something. It's our inaction that is creating our lack of success, our lack of money, our lack of what we want. And if we think that things come to us because we have to be lucky, then we're just going to sit back and wait for it to come. And then it's never going to come, right? It's not going to happen because it's never about luck. It's always about action. So let's look at this. Let's look at this, right? From a point of view of lotto. Is lotto pure luck if you win the lotto? Yes, there's an element of numbers being pulled out of a hat, right? But you can't win lotto unless you actually buy a ticket. And then if you buy more tickets or increase numbers or have more boards in the game, then you've increased your chance of winning. So have you increased your luck? Have you increased your luck, or have you increased your chance? So have you taken action that's going to increase the chance of you winning? So you see what I'm saying here? Even when perhaps the word luck can really be applied, which is basically where numbers are just being plucked out of a hat, right? And then you happen to have those numbers. There is a way to take action to increase your chance of actually winning or actually winning that lotto, right? So even luck is never purely luck. So then there's that perception of what is luck, what is lucky. So winning lotto, we perceive that as something good, right? That's a good luck versus, something that might be bad luck. So let's look at the two examples of maybe winning lotto is good luck versus winning or being drafted to go to war. All right, if you're in a draft situation, and then you get chosen to go to war, that could be considered bad luck. Or is it? If you really want to go to war, then you might be like winner, chicken dinner, and that's good luck. But to the next person, it's bad luck. And the same with lotto. We all think that maybe winning lotto is good luck, but what if you were somebody who thought that money was evil and that people who had money were evil and you won lotto? Oh my God, that would be bad luck, wouldn't it? So can you see, even then within the concept of luck itself, it's our perception of that. It's our perception of what's luck, our perception of what is, our perception of like what is there. And it's really our emotions that are happening around that that's creating this reality of what luck is. So I hope I'm starting to shake up your perception tree a little bit, right? And have you like, because you will have firmly embedded in your foundation, your beliefs, what luck is. And how much power you were giving to the concept of luck will probably be proportionally indicated by how much ability you're having in creating what you want in your life. So if you're one of those people who's stuck and struggling, or maybe even not even able to conceive that you can have something that you want, then you're probably giving a large portion of power to the concept of luck. Whereas if you're a person out there who's just creating stuff, then you probably don't even believe, like me, you probably don't believe in luck at all. So let me give you another example, okay? Quite a few times in my life, I've had people say to me, "Oh, you're so lucky." And I'm like, what? So for instance, I've quite often had dental nurses that were working with me telling me I was lucky for being a dentist. Now, what part of that was luck? I say to them, what part of me being a dentist is luck? Was it when I studied really, really hard at uni for 5 years? Was it when I studied really hard at school? Was it when I applied for dentistry and I believed in myself enough to apply for dentistry? When I was one of the 50 people in the state back then who was chosen to get into dental school because of the hard work I put in, was that the luck? Or was it, when I studied really, 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 really hard, had mental breakdowns and still got up and kept going and got all the way through uni and then graduated with honours? Was that the part that was lucky? But these people, they seriously believed it was lucky, and it's just this job clause that they put off. Oh, you're so lucky being a dentist. Because if they had have stripped away the luck and seen it for what it was, a lot of action that was taken, then all of a sudden they would have to conceive that perhaps it was something that they could create themselves. And then if they did that, maybe they would actually start to think about it, how they can do it, start to take action on it, or maybe that would just freak them out. So luck is sometimes something that we use as a blanket clause to keep ourselves safe, to keep ourselves out of discomfort, because we don't want to consider that perhaps we could go for that because that's scary. We'd rather stay in the cave, safer in the cave. No scary monsters in the cave. Yeah, there's scary monsters even in the cave. But anyway, let's not get into that. Now, another time that I got called lucky was I was on a plane once and I was writing one of my books, and some guy was pestering me, talking to me. And then finally I said to him, look, I'm just trying to write a book. And then, came out that I can't remember how many books it was published at that time. Maybe it was just seven books published. And he went, "Oh, you're so lucky." And I was just like, which part of writing a book and getting it published is luck? I mean, that's a lot of hours, a lot of hard work, a lot of cost, a lot of learning, a lot of experience, a lot of faith in myself, a lot of trust, working with editors, getting book designers. Which part of that was luck? The truth is that anybody who really wants to write a book can go out and write that book and publish it. It's not luck. It's the big picture, being able to break the big picture of what you want down in your life, dreaming of what you want, and you're able to take those concepts and break them down into actionable steps that you just need to take to get there. There is no concept, there is no such thing as luck, okay? So we've gone through good luck versus bad luck, the actual conception of luck as being something that stops you from being able to go. Now let's look at energy around luck. So if we're actually going back to, okay, so maybe there is something that's luck. Maybe there is something, so like where the universe just makes something happen and it's got absolutely nothing to do with you doing something yourself. And yet, have you ever noticed when you're in flow that things just seem to work out for you? When you're living through heart, how everything seems to go your way? And have you ever been in a casino or something when someone's on a winning streak and they're getting really high on that winning streak and they're throwing those dice and the dice just keep coming up? When they have an equal probability of getting any number and yet they keep rolling the number that they really want. What is that about? That's about energy. That's about being in flow and embracing energy. And that gets into all sorts of quantum physics and things like that. And then that totally blows luck out of the water, right? Because if we can step into our creative genius, into our power, and embrace our energy, and then actually start to almost manipulate time and space and things that happen around us, because we are taking 100% responsibility for our lives, because we are getting out there and taking action, and we are believing in ourselves and doing what we need to do, removing the resistance from our lives so we can just go for it, then did luck just totally dissolve or not? All right, I hope that I've given you some things to think about in regards to luck. If you are a person who looks at other people and thinks they're lucky, like if you think the person with the mansion on the hill is lucky because they've got that big mansion, think again. They're not lucky. They created that. They created that lives for themselves. And you can too, right? If you're someone who is 100% happy in your life where you are right now, that's fantastic. Then this video is probably not for you. But if you are somebody who has big dreams, but just doesn't, well, one, think that you could ever have it, or two, has been trying to create those dreams but is stuck and struggling, then I want you to know that you can do it. You can have it. You can create whatever it is that you want in your life. You just need to start to remove the resistance to having it. The stuff, the mental stuff, the mind stuff, the energy stuff that is keeping you stuck and struggling. And luck is a big part of that. You need to remove luck from the equation and start to clear out and see that the life you have right now is 100% created by the actions, the inactions, or the reactions to things of what you've taken in the past. And if where you are right now is not where you want to be, then you need to reevaluate your actions that you're taking. And you can step into the person that you want to be, work out what they did to get there, and then you can start to take those actions. But what I want to say, if that sounds good to you, removing that resistance from your life so you can have what you want, then come to my free presentation on how to magically manifest and consciously create. Because this is what I do, this is how I help people now. I help them to remove that mind friction so they can step into the creative genius and they can have what they want. So that's the magneticlifeclub.com/recode, RECODE. That's going to take you to a form where you can sign up to come and watch my next presentation, where I'm going to take you through the 5 steps that you need to be doing to consciously create, and going to do a crazy process with you called a super conscious recode, where we can actually start to shift the resistance in your life to having what it is that you want. So cool. Hope you got some value from this, and I will see you in the next video.